It happens to me,
Okay.
like to my uncle. No, then I was still a teenager anyway. I was staying with them. So he tends to, he was this kind of person who was violent. He had this anger issue. Although his wife wasn't working at then. So I really don't know what causes the violence. But each time I notice that him is out of job and the wife is not really working at that period, and they needed to provide something for the family.
What's your name, ma?
Rose.
Rogues. All right. Welcome to Citizen Lifeguard Network. Today I actually decided to come out to ask people questions just to hear their various opinion on a particular question. In terms of domestic violence, I believe the term domestic violence is not a new thing to you, as well as violence itself. So the question I just want to ask you is this: do you think there is difference between female batterers and male batterers? Is there any significant difference or differences that you can actually point out to us?
Yes, there are differences between the male batchers and the female batchers. The reason because is the female the female issues are actually different from the main one. Why it's in various cases women have they mostly don't understand the men's expression at a moment. No, when the men's supposed to, if when they're having issues, maybe at work, or and men they don't talk all the time. Not everything they go through they speak. So it is left for the woman to understand, okay, something is going on with my husband. This is the time I need to speak to him, and this is the time I just need to calm down, not to talk at this point. So in that way, if they speak something wrongly to the man at that point when he's going through some emotional stuff or work issues, they tend to be angry. And if the woman still don't understand, okay, let me just keep quiet at this moment, it triggers that anger in him that makes him want to, fight back. And then, once a man does raise up his hand, say he wants to eat a woman, human self will want to
You
want
want
to
to
we
retaliate
want
or
to
defend?
retaliate, want to defend ourselves. So in that way, okay, the man will not pay, he wants to fight back, and that causes domestic violence through men. But for the women, if a man is not responsible enough in in doing his own aspect as a husband to do, probably he left everything for the women, to the woman, his wife, to continue tending for. It actually kills the woman emotionally, because the children is there, she goes to work, she still come back to cook. So and the man is not there to support. It actually got that, give that expression to the woman, okay, going outside to work and listening to other women how the husband is also like, what's my own husband doing, and then she wants to talk anyhow to the husband. If anything should happen, she starts to hit the man, and the man does not have that strength to fight back because he wasn't doing anything. And nobody might want to support. Okay, people might want to, fight against her, that she is the one at fault. No matter what your husband is not doing, you don't need to hit him. But most women say, I'm already the breadwinner, say he has nothing to do, so they take it back on him.
Okay, so basically, well, what you, if I we understand you better, in terms of the difference of a male batterers to female batterers, you will make a scenario whereby maybe a man is angry and the woman is not able to understand that man at that particular point
Yeah.
in time, and then say some certain things which will make the man to actually flare up and want to carry out the violence
Yeah.
on the woman. So which means it's actually necessary for the woman to understand the feeling of him of her husband
Yes.
at every point in time to be able
Yes.
to relate appropriately.
Yes.
And for the woman, so it's also important for the man to be able to
To help out.
render assistance, not leaving
Yes.
everything to the woman, regardless that the woman supposed to do. So what you are saying is that there should be, in terms of woman, there should be the shared responsibilities.
Yes. In order to avoid that violence, in order to avoid that insults, psychological violence. So it might not just be the physical violence, it might be emotional violence, can be psychological violence. Don't have to be, there might be some words that tend to hurt someone. So it's part of violence. So it's not a must that you have to take something to start eating the person. You might end up speaking something to the man and then it's put something very hard thing in his heart and
So
then it's going to
is there a life experience or an example that you would like to share? Probably maybe something that you have heard or probably witnessed within your vicinity when that has to do with something like this.
Yes. Um, it's although it happens to me,
Okay.
like to my uncle. No, then I was still a teenager anyway. I was staying with them. So he tends to. He was this kind of person who was violent. He had this anger issue. Although his wife wasn't working at then, so I really don't know what causes the violence. But each time I notice that him is out of job and the wife is not really working at that period and they needed to provide something for the family and then him going out coming back no food, so it's landed on the woman, so it's actually affected the whole family
That
until
kind
they
of frustration.
frustration, so it's affected them and which led to their separation.
Quite a painful thing. Quite a painful thing. So, having said all you said, is there anything that you would like to, any kind of advice that you would like to advise people, family, people that are married or in relationship, based on what you have shared, based on your experience and everything?
Well, to me, what I would like to say is for them to able to have this anger management, having a mentor that can help them out. So whenever they are going through some stuff in the house, they can able to go out to their mentor to ask some questions and to put them through, both the wife and the husband, to put them through. In that way, they can tend to cope together and to see the way the man can help out, even though he's out of job. Okay, help out in one way and don't just sit there. No, make efforts. Let the wife know that you're trying in your own way to get something doing. Then in that way, okay, advise her, encourage her. Don't sit back and continue working. And for the women, understand your husband. Men are also emotional. They go through stuffs at work, at home, the children, the old places, wherever they are. Understand them. Know when to talk. Don't speak when it is the wrong time for them to speak. And that's all.
Thank you very much. Do you know that your life is important?
Yes.
All right, say to yourself that your life is important.
My life is important.
Then you tell them that their life is important.
Your life is important.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much.